the Geek Speak show in the cooler part of the Carnegie Comic Collective. With me is Michael. Michael, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys?
Doing fantastic. So tell everybody what do we have here? What are we looking at?
Well, this is Accendium Studios. We make chivalrous stories in movie form, comic book form, and novel form. We're even working on a board game right now, but that's a little bit past where we're at now.
Yeah, you guys will see it as we're talking. Let's start with the book. Actually, tell me about the book.
Absolutely. So this is the first novel that I've written so far, the first of many that I hope to write. This one's a short novella. It's about this knight that's been marked for death by an entity known as the Reaper. And essentially this knight, knowing he's going to die, is going to the edge of his sanity to take these 5 spiritual trials to see if the soul is worthy of entering their fantasy world of hell, or heaven. It's not hell.
Yeah. And then the comic books, you guys will see that.
That's our long-running series known as Venator. Follows Isaac the Fiend Slayer. And the story really starts with this father's daughter gets kidnapped by blood cultists. So he has to enlist the help of the most brutal demon hunter in all the land to go get her back. And that is Isaac the Fiend Slayer. He is a badass hero. He is epic, he's awesome. And you guys got to read his story because it's really cool.
Yeah, and you were telling me before we started recording, you actually come from the world of film, so that's actually what sparked all the story, all these stories?
Yeah, I was trained in film, I went to school for it, and I worked in it for many, many years. And the thing that actually got me going on the fantasy genre was the movie that I wrote and directed and produced. It's called Cedric and Alicia. It was released in 2024. And that movie is where we actually started writing this fantasy world. And I fell in love with it, I gotta say. I was like, I want to keep telling stories like this. So after we finished that movie, I was like, I want to keep expanding, but it takes a while to get another movie going. So that's what got me on the book and the comic train.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what made you want to go from film to, hey, let me do a comic?
Well, I was trying to think about things that I actually like. I'm a person that loves films and movies and games and comics. I was growing up on all of those things. I read them all the time. You know, if I watched a Star Wars movie, I was like, all right, where's the Star Wars comic? Where's the Star Wars game? Where's the Star Wars books? And so I was thinking about it from the customer's perspective. I'm like, well, if I made a movie and like it's my, company that's doing it, I would want other things too after watching the movie or after reading a comic. And so I got to making all the things that I would want. And so that's where we are. That's why we're now a multimedia company, not just movies.
If you're doing any other movies, I'm sure our audience are all thinking like, wait, I'm an actor, I want to act. I'm sure you have connections, but if somebody wants to be in one of your productions, can they?
They can, yeah. We do audition processes. We're not exclusively tied to just Hollywood people and their agents. The first movie that we did a huge casting call that was open to everybody. So for movies that are coming up, if you see that we're doing one, we'll let people know. We'll let people know when those auditions are open so that the community can get involved with making movies too.
Okay. Not just for that, for everything. Where can they follow you guys?
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram. We have a website and an email list, Accendium Studios, LLC. That's us.
It's in the description, or we'll put it right there.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks for having me on.